Right now, Pulse movie critic John DeVore is in with us as always. And John, first of all, we always like to start off with what's your favorite out of all the movies that are coming out, the big blockbusters. What do you think?
The ones that I'm the most interested in is Prometheus. I'm a big fan of Ridley Scott. I really liked the first Alien. It was really dark. It was atmospheric. It's more of a horror movie than really a sci-fi movie.
Right.
And I think this is going to be the same way. And I think that's what you really have to look for when you go into it. The rest of the movies, Aliens, the rest of them were directed by somebody else. So this is Ridley Scott going back to it.
Which is kind of interesting that he didn't direct any other ones. People probably just assume that he did, but in a way this is kind of getting back to the roots for Ridley Scott to be able to do this. And I know that he's done a lot of stuff with his brother on TV now. Kind of need to get him back in the movie theaters.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. You know, they've come out and they've said it is a prequel to Alien. It's not a prequel to Alien. It is a prequel to Alien. You're not really sure what it's going to be. They're keeping it really secret. So I think that's what's going to be really exciting about it, is because we don't know exactly what we're going into.
We do know that Sigourney Weaver's not going to be in it, though.
Right. That's a little bit unfortunate, but that does have Charlize Theron in it, and I like her a whole lot.
And speaking of her, she's very big also, very big summer for her, because she's also in Snow White and the Huntsman. This one looks a little bit darker than the Julia Roberts movie that came out earlier. There's always the competing Snow Whites this year, huh? Right.
I guess this is more the Brothers Grimm version of the Snow White tale. It's got Snow White's and the Huntsman. She's sending the Huntsman out to kill Snow White. I don't know. It's basically just going to be a big action movie. I'm not a huge fan of Kristen Stewart. I don't like the Twilight movies, but we'll see. Maybe she'll show us something here. I know Charlize Theron will be good because she's good in just about everything that she does.
I guess objectively speaking, it depends on who you like better. Whether you think Charlize Theron is actually prettier or Kristen Stewart is prettier, because you've got kind of two women that people could say, well, I think, you know, gosh, Charlize Theron's maybe a little bit prettier.
Yeah, that's kind of a casting issue that I have with it. But again, I don't work for the movie people, so they clearly chose her for a reason.
And obviously the Twilight movies made a lot of money for the studios, so we don't want to make any Kristen Stewart fans upset. We're not saying anything bad about Kristen Stewart, so there you go. Moving on, one that I'm interested in, I know you're not, Rock of Ages with Tom Cruise. I think it's interesting just because his performance in the clips that I've seen looks incredible. Just, I know he's doing a rock star, and I know you don't like to hear cover songs. That's your problem, right?
Right, it is, but I also think he looks ridiculous. I think he's a little old to be doing that, but...
Hey, the Rolling Stones,
yeah,
aren't they a little old to be doing that?
They're a little ridiculous, too.
Okay.
So, but I don't like when they do these overproduced covers of these songs that I really like. So I'm afraid that it's just, like I said, it's going to be overproduced, and then the movie's going to be overproduced too, and it's just going to be a big flash in the pan sort of thing.
Okay, how about the weirdest one that we're going to talk about, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter? This has the possibility of being a cult movie, don't you think?
Yeah.
It already sounds like it.
They're based on a series of books that have come out where this guy has taken these classic books and inserted like horror movies into them. So they've got Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters, or Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and this is a continuation of that. I think it might be really fun. The trailer may be the most exciting thing about the movie. It might just fall flat, but I think it'll be a cool little action movie that a lot of people could enjoy.
This isn't like the Elvis and the Mummy movie, is it? Is it kind of like that one with Bruce Campbell?
Well, that was a really good movie.
I
don't know if this one's going to be quite that caliber.
We'll have to see. John DeVore, thank you very much for coming in. And if you have noticed and you've been following John DeVore at all, you know that, of course, he's growing the beard back. Take a quick two-shot. It's coming back. There it is. He shaved it off, and we made a little poll on Facebook. You can find it on Facebook if you'd like. Anyway, we'll be right back with more in just a minute, so stay with us.